graining tool. I picked it up at Home Depot, a couple of dollars. So what I'll be doing is marking out the width of this across the edge of the coffin, and doing the same thing at the other end. And it looks like it's about 3 inches wide, making the lines going up the coffin, burning them in with the wood burning tool, and then I'll go over it, and then I'll start the painting process, and using the tool, which having made the mark every 3 inches, got a chalk line, and I'll snap the chalk line, and then I can use that to go down with my wood burning tool. And I'll do that all across the face of the coffin. Alright, this is nothing gripping here that I'm doing. Nothing that anybody hasn't really done before. And I'll probably go over it one more time, just make the lines a little bit more pronounced. Right now I'm just getting the markings in before I end up rubbing off the chalk lines. The first pass has been done. You can see the lines here. Got a little crazy right there. So now I'm going to go back and make them a little bit deeper. Just a matter of going slower and pushing the point a little bit deeper into the foam. I finished graining the top, carving actually the wood boards in, added some distressing at the ends. The next thing will be paint these grooves black, and then come back with the paint colors for the wood. The lid's been done, and distress the ends, and all these black marks along the boards, they're to represent distress marks, which once the base coat and then the grain coat is put on, should look a lot better. Distress the ends of the boards too, putting some cracks and stuff along the edges where water would have worn away and rotted away the wood. Having painted all the lining in here, I've now begun the process of doing the graining part. So I mixed up a lighter brown shade of wood and painted it over the lines that I made, and as you can see, the cracks fill in nicely, except where it didn't. So I'll go back over there with a small brush and paint them in. So I like how the edges came out, but still there'll be more graining going on. And how it's a little bit darker around here. I'm going to actually go back over with the roller once more and cover that up just a little bit more, although it really won't matter because I'm going to be putting another layer of coat on top of this. So once this paint dries, we mix up the next colors and put them on top and use the graining tool. This is the mix that I've done. This is glaze here, and the color is called Prickly Pear. I then used a brown and some crap white paint that I had, and mixed it all together to come up with that color. I actually might have wanted it to be just slightly lighter, but that's okay. Of course, well, depending on how it comes out, I may go with a very, very light whitewash over the top of it, but we'll see how it comes out at the end. Okay, it's been painted. Inside we painted black, and just waiting for it to dry, and now I'll darken up the paint for the graining. Okay, having mixed up some black into it now, this is the color that I'll be using to paint on the graining. You definitely want to move quickly so that the paint doesn't dry when you put it on. So, just like any paint, just roll it on, and then make sure you get good coverage, because you do have to do the graining while the paint is wet. So, I initially started doing this out in the sun and realized the paint would dry very quickly that way. So I moved into my garage here, and so now I'm just getting it. Now you can see that there's still some of that light color showing through in the paint tray. Not a problem. I didn't bother cleaning out the tray and pouring in the new paint, because it actually gives an effect to the paint. Just a different texture on the paint. Okay, so now that we've got it covered, take the graining tool, which is this, and since I've already got my lines marked out, I'm just going to try and stay in between the lines. And you basically just rock back and forth, going down the length of the wood. I wouldn't rock too much, but if you want to put like a knot in on the wood, you know, do a little extra rocking. And by using the different sides of the tool, you get different patterns. So there you have it. Now, if I was to do this again, because I do want an aged look to the wood, I think I'd prefer starting off with a grayish undercoat rather than the brownish undercoat. And I think it would have made a more weathered look. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up going over this in a whitewash. So we've got the end grain down here, and then on the sides, all the way around. So there it is. Very simple process. Even idiots like me can do it. And there is the completed coffin. The hinges hide in pretty well with the coloring, as do the bolts. So I blacked out the interior so that you won't be able to see the foam, and just the skeleton when it's attached will be visible. So everything else has been painted black, and I'll run the cord through the corner back there, and I put the wash on it to just give it a grayish tint. Makes it look a little bit more aged. And there it is. All that's left to do is attach the skeleton and put a protective coat of deck sealer on top of it. And another one in the books.